Okay, a little bit of confusion here. We're at a bridge. It's a lifting railway bridge, and I've tried calling the number. They aren't answering the phone, so I've tried calling them up on the VHF, and I requested the green light to go under the bridge because we can fit under here. We've got an air draft of 3 meters 40, and the bridge at the moment is about 4.5 meters. So we can go under it, but we can't because the light is red. So we can't go through in a red light. So I called up on the VHF and I asked if we could go under the bridge. And I told him the air draft that we've got. I said, we have the red light so we can't go under. And asked for permission to do that. And I didn't get a response back on the VHF. But what I got was a on the radio, and sometimes that's used as a kind of shortcut of saying, okay, I understood what you just said, you know, acknowledging that the message had been received. But I didn't actually get a reply. So I don't know what's happening. We've been here about half an hour now. I saw there was a big barge coming behind, so I thought perhaps he was waiting for him to open the bridge and then give us both a green light. Then a train came, so I thought maybe they're waiting for the train, and then they're going to tell the barge to go through and they'll give us all a green light at the same time. But I still don't know what's happening. There's multiple different perspectives to any situation. I'm trying to be the middle man here. Rossella's very frustrated because she wants to get a move on and get through, and I understand that. I also understand that they've got operational requirements here. You've got trains, barges, pleasure boats to deal with, and we're the lowest priority for them, so I understand that. I also understand that me calling up on the VHF, I wish I spoke the local language, but I don't. So I call up on the VHF or on the phone and speak in English. Generally that's been very well received, but that's not automatically the case. You know, if somebody came to the UK and started phoning up bridges and speaking Dutch to them on the VHF or on the phone, then they wouldn't get very far. So I don't see why necessarily we should get different treatment just because we speak English. Another train. Perhaps that's what's happening. There's all kind of train movements first and then the barge, and he wants us all to go through together so he knows what's happening and when. Actually, thinking about it, they may even have regulations about not letting people through until there's a clear spot with no trains, because, for example, let's say I've got my air draft wrong and I go in and hit the bridge, and then 2 minutes later a train arrives and the bridge has been hit and they've got all kinds of chaos. So I'm trying to look at this from different perspectives, and I'm sure it'll open sooner or later. In the meantime, Emma's doing her homework, so that's one good thing happening right now. Well, evidently there are no more trains coming through, so they're now lifting the bridge, and no doubt they'll give us both a green light to go through shortly. Thank you. Okay, that'll make our progress a little bit quicker. That big vessel combination went through this bridge with the red light, so I called up on the VHF and I requested permission to do the same. And again, initially they started talking about raising the bridge, and I repeated that I didn't need it raised, and they came back to me saying that yeah, that's fine, as long as you've got the height, then you can go through. And I asked permission to do that on all the rest of the bridges, and he said yes, so we're going to do that until we get through Brussels. So that will make our progress a little bit more smooth. And yeah, maybe perhaps that's the dumb thing here, and I'm just ignorant with regards to this area, but I do want to check things like that. I don't want to go through under a bridge with a red light, because even though we know we've got the room, I don't want to then have consequences, you know, somebody getting in touch with us and getting in lots of trouble for being a hazard to navigation, you know. So any comments on this? Would you have done the same as me, or I don't know? Comment below and I'll be interested to hear your thoughts too. Well, not much clearance on that bridge, but we did have room. But I was hanging back there. I actually looked like a bit of an idiot, to be honest, to anybody who's watching what I'm doing here, because I'm trying to be cautious not to impede the commercial traffic, you know, the big boys, because, you know, we're supposed to give way, and I don't want to be a pain in the backside for people. So, you know, like there, I didn't know whether to follow that guy through or go in front of him to get out of his way. Don't really know what the best course of action is. I was pulled over to the side and just holding the boat against the side, just waiting for the big boy to do his thing. And then I saw a little motorboat speed past between the two of us, so I thought, well, I'll just follow them and do what they do, and hopefully they will kind of not do anything that they're not allowed to, and we'll be okay. Well, this lifting bridge was green, thankfully. to avoid me panicking about whether I'm allowed to go under it or not, because with it being a lifting bridge, I would have wanted permission for this one in case it landed on my head. So yeah, exciting stuff. I mean, this canal doesn't feel very small boat friendly. I knew that, it's a ship canal. The clue is in the name, but you know, we're doing it and hopefully we'll not cause too much hassle for other waterway users. I'm listening for spitting out of water, which when you've had overheating problems is a really nice sound. It's like, we're doing 7 knots and there's the RPM. This is something really particular. Just alongside the river outside the lock here, there's a pub with a lot of people sitting drinking. It's quite cool, isn't it? It's something somebody's made, Emma, like with containers and things. They've made an improvised pub. So there could be the possibility of us staying overnight, like we could tie up over there probably. I don't know the culture, if it's anything like British culture on a Friday night here later, it's probably going to be, there's lots of people waving and smiling. Yeah, it's probably going to be a bit noisy, a bit rowdy, you know, and you don't know who's going to do what. So I think we'll skip this. It looks very nice, but we'll skip it. And we're going to go try and get through the lock, and just round the other side there should be a wall for us to tie up to. Cool though. Never seen anything like it before, really. We've just got to the far side here where the bar is, and just beside it they've got a lot of deck chairs and they've put down a load of sand. There's some children playing over there. Ah, it'd be nice for Emma to do that actually, but I don't know, I'll have a chat with Ro, maybe we can arrange something, I don't know, let's see. So we're going to go in about halfway along it. So I'm just going to bring us back a touch. Emma, take that camera please and go inside. Thank you. Take the big camera, turn it off and go inside. Go, just take it inside. Thank you, darling. So we're moored up here for the night. It's just a few hundred metres ahead of the lock, and we've just tied up just outside the big parking area for the big boats to not take up any room there and to hopefully stay away from them. And I've just put a couple of stakes in the ground for the bow, which are actually sections of plumbing pipe about 1/2 metre long, decent thick walled galvanised steel plumbing pipes, which were very cheap but do the job just as well as the commercial boat mooring things you can buy, which cost 5 times more or whatever. The other good thing about this spot is because we're so close to the lock, any commercial traffic coming past will be going very slowly, so the wake will be much, much less than it was yesterday. It's really nice and quiet here too. There's a cycle path just beside where we're moored. Lots of trees, and it's very peaceful. Probably have a bit of a debrief with Rossella, things that we can improve upon. We're still getting into the swing of it. Especially that big lock there was quite a challenge for us. Yeah, we can iron out any kinks that we've got in our processes and make it smoother each time, hopefully. So, food time. Hello, we've had a really nice night here, tied up. This is a relatively nice wall, nice and friendly, and it's been nice and calm really because the passing traffic wasn't really an issue, you know, it's quite calm throughout the night. So that's the first night we've used our own kind of mooring stakes just over there, just put into the ground. So I'm just about to go and remove all the lines, bar the midship line, and I'll just use the engine to hold the boat in place while I do all that. Ready to go?
Yes.
I'm just about to collect our 2 ground stakes and then that's us. We're just approaching first bridge of the day, which is going to have to be raised to let us through. And in the meantime, Rossella and Emma are just discussing homework, when that's going to be done. So we're now in a place called Grimbergen. And there was a mooring just there, we could have tied up there potentially last night, but we didn't see it until today. Just waiting for the bridge to lift, as you can see. No chance of squeezing under that. Well, never a dull moment. As we were going under the bridge, or just about to go through the bridge, they did an announcement over the tannoy. I didn't understand it, and a very helpful member of public came over and told us what they said, and they said that something Ronkier is closed. So I've just been looking on the chart, and that's down further on through Brussels. I don't know if it's the bridge or the lock that's closed, so I'm about to call and find out, but this could scupper our plans to go where we wanted to today, or will scupper our plans really. Flexibility is key. We're in no rush now because I can't get through to the phone number that deals with this place that I think might be closed. They're not answering. So we're in no rush at the moment, we don't know where we're going. We're going to have to try and find a way to contact somebody and find out what's going on, when it's going to reopen. So in the meantime, we're just going along nice and slowly, and it's quite nice. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, can I just ask information about,
Oh yeah.
is it Ronkiers? Is it the Helland Black Ronkiers that's closed?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yes, apparently it's I don't know in English, but it's closed. Yes.
Do we know how long it's going to be closed for?
Wait. I don't know your number, but I am going to ask somebody else, so I have to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Can you call me back in 5 minutes?
Of course, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Vel.
I'll check.
Thank you very much. Right, he's going to call and then let us know. Yeah, so it sounds like something unplanned. You've not seen what this is, have you, Rossella? It's quite a surprise, really. It's a special lifty thing, look, here's the photos. It's a big, like, lock full of water that goes up a hill. But it's closed, so there's probably something unexpected technically going on, you know. But they'll be wanting to fix it for all the other traffic, so they'll obviously be as quick as they can to get it back online. Hello, baby ducks. Oh, aren't they cute? Where's the mummy? Mummy duck, where are you?
mamma gli sta pensando a mangiare. Oh, guarda che bello, come corrono! Cercano la loro mamma.
Vedi? L'hanno perse. Stanno cercando la loro mamma.
Come corrono? Erano veloci.
Forse l'hanno vista. Secondo me sì.
Ah, è là la loro mamma.
Yeah, they got back to their mummy. Hooray!
Ah, è là nell'angolo, l'hanno vista adesso. È là nell'angolo.
Nice happy ending to the story there.
L'amore, lei.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. I have some information for you, but it's not very good information.
Oh, okay.
So the lock is closed at least until Monday.
Okay.
Then on Monday they will start working on the problem. I don't know what the problem is, but it is not yet possible to say when I will be able to use the lock again.
Okay.
So the most yachts, your colleagues, they are returning. I don't know what they are up to, but
To take a different route.
probably yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your help.
All right.
Thank you, Al.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So,
Okay, news. So do we spend a couple of days in Brussels? You know, we could take it as a little mini holiday, find somewhere nice and do things ashore. Or do we think about a different route? Or maybe we should stop and think about a different route and then we'll decide.
questo ora. Cosa ne pensi? Vieni. Cosa ne pensi ora?
Well, we've just tied up here for the time being. A couple of ground stakes and the top of the ladder there. We saw another vessel there doing that. Initially I wasn't doing that because I didn't think it would be appreciated, but then I saw that they're doing it and I thought, oh well, if they can do it, why not us? So yeah, that's us. Now we're tucked up here, we can properly think about what we're going to do next. Are we going to go into Brussels for a couple of days and just keep our fingers crossed that the lift is repaired on Monday or soon after? Or do we change route and go back and go a different way? We did want to just go through here really quickly and get to Charleroi. I can't pronounce it. Rossella keeps shouting at me because I keep pronouncing it wrong. Charleroi? I don't know. If anyone knows, comment the correct pronunciation. Well, Rossella knows, I just don't know yet and I can't seem to get my head around it. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to have a nice lunch now outside. We've got access here to a cycle path, but Emma and Rossella or Emma and myself can go on our bikes. We're still looking for a third bike so that we can all get on the bikes. I'll do that now actually. I'll go online and see if there's any for sale around here, or second-hand ones. And then we've got access to the town and things from here. We can go for walks and things as well, so it's quite convenient. Security-wise, you know, anybody could just rock up and get on the boat, which is the downside of a free mooring like this. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. In the town of Twinkleton on the Beanstalk. It's truly an enchanting place. There are colourful koalas, feathered foxes. We've just come back from a walk in town. We went to a free tour called Loonies with two brothers. We've been in business 8 months, so there was a nice atmosphere in there. And we've got a massive, gigantic bag of chips. Yummy. Yummy. It's the second time on this trip we've had chips. We hardly ever eat chips and it looks like we eat them all the time.
Oh my goodness, massive.
And we made it just in time before the sun sets. Buon appetito. Anybody want one? Well, you can take the man out of Blackpool, but you can't take Blackpool out of the man. I'm going to have a chip butty with loads of butter. Well, those chips were delicious. And it's a beautiful, calm evening tonight. While we were in the boat, Emma sent a voice message to Grandma, to my mum, and it's really funny. I'll play it for you. So if you play it at double speed, it sounds like this.